Hello, my sexy muffins, and welcome back to another video. In this video, we are doing a story time video. Warning before I do it, it has religious stuff in it because the one I picked out of the hat was a game that we played as kids that's very sus and has reference to stuff that happened bad in the world and was just played off as a game. So it's gonna be why this is so fricked up. Anyways, disclaimer to that and such. It has to do with cams and stuff of a game. It was meant to be harmless, I am sure, but it's just really fricked up. Anyways, let's get on to it. And so when I was like 11, 12, I can't remember. It's been so long, it's literally been over a decade. So we were brought to the church after hours to play a game, have a pizza night, etc. It was a Saturday night type of thing and doing all that stuff before church on Sunday. So I was brought, and there was from 10-year-olds to 18-year-olds. Kids got paired with one of the 16, 17, 18-year-olds to supervise them because we were going to play a game that was basically it's the future. And the pastor that was leading, and I won't use his name, said that we were going to spread the word of God and that in the game it's the future and Christianity has been illegalized. So we have to get the words to the people that need it by saving the Bibles. It was really fricked up. Like the whole concept was really fricked up. And we were to take the Bibles up to the top of the church, which the church was like 4 stories in some places. It was really weird. And from the basement, so about 5 floors, 4 or 5. Yeah, and we had to get them up. But pastors and work adults that worked at the church and adults that were supervising were to play the game as the guards and the soldiers that were keeping Bibles illegal and the word of Jesus illegal. Now you see where the connection is starting to come in of why this is really bad. If you were caught by these guards and such, aka the staff, you were either given a warning or sent to a camp, which this camp was one of the boardrooms of the church, and where we had to do physical exercise like push ups, exercise, push ups with books on our backs, etc., or do other things that are uncomfy, like eat a spoonful of horseradish or take a shot of hot sauce type of things. Really not okay stuff to do to kids in general for a game. And that's what you had to do. So I was having none of it when I was caught with the partner I had, a friend of my sister's who I will remain nameless. And because so they had me instead of eating horseradish or hot sauce because I'm not eating something I don't like for a game. That's like really weird. And then, so they had me doing sit ups. Well, I was undiagnosed with POTS at the time, and it was making me lightheaded. So I said I was done with it. And they said they would call my mom that I was misbehaving. And I said, call her and I'll tell her what you're doing to me. And they dropped it at that because my mom was a nurse, knew I got lightheaded. And that's a whole other story where I passed out at church and a different thing. But, anyways. So we went out again, and I was then got way into it because it was dark. I was getting very emotional and in depth in it, and my mindset was changing. It was really weird. And then we're caught again, but I'm in a cubby in the little kindergarten play area for the kindergartens that do Bible study and stuff. And I am in a full blown panic attack. I couldn't breathe. My chest was tight and I ended up dissociating slash blacking out. I don't know what I said or what I did, but it freaked out the leaders so much that I came to eating pizza alone with 2 leaders sitting near me, and I had no idea what happened from being found by that adult to point B of eating pizza. And that is basically just I don't like church games because again, doing that first church game is really really ridiculous because Christianity is likely not going to be outlawed, and that comparing it to the future being like this and having it just as a game, I'm sure they didn't mean it like that, but it's thinking back on it, it's kind of uncomfy, especially with some concentration camps being still active around the world, and also how people in the Holocaust and other parts of history have been in concentration camps. Hell, how we had technically concentration camps for Asians that were down in like Hawaii, and also yes, there were camps in America that had concentration camps. So yeah, after the bombing of Pearl Harbor, a lot of Asians were put in these camps in America. Not as bad as the Holocaust camps, don't get me wrong, but they were segregated from life because of that. And I don't know how bad it was because I haven't done fully research on it, but it was bad. And most of those complexes were torn down, but we still had them on American soil. So yes, this stuff is still very, very active and heinous. And to play it off as a game and actually do that stuff as is bonkers. It's just it hurts my head. And also how I was treated during it, to be punished for not doing physical activities. And my mom was never told about what happened. I literally told her a couple of days ago what happened, and she had no idea this happened. So very sus. Anyways, that is the story time about another reason I do not like religion and am a Christ follower and not religious. Otherwise, I follow the word of Jesus Christ. And what being a good person, love thy neighbor, do what you can for other people, give what you can, all that stuff. Just be a good person in general and all that instead of following the Bible word for word because the Bible is fricked. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed. And if you would like to see more story times, comment below if you want to see any specific story times I went through, either with more religious trauma or more stuff with family and stuff, or favorite holidays, etc. Comment that below and I will do my best to do it. Anyways, I hope that you all enjoyed and stay sexy on my sexy muffins. Bye bye.